What is up, viewers? Omar here, and here to showcase a battle between myself and a good friend of mine. As you can see from the setup, I am messing with the spectator mode, and I gotta say, the way it looks, like every time I see a regional play out, like for example, like this past Salt Lake regionals that happened, I've always liked how spectator mode looked like. So this is more of a video of me testing out the feature because it's one that I want to mess with more of. And to be fair, it's not one that I see a lot of outside of official events. that sound weird on my part. But as you see right here, and also this is a post commentary. I could not record this live. Well, I did get the gameplay live, but I couldn't get the commentary live. So that's unfortunate. I do hope in time I do have that live commentary so I can try out. But as you see right here, I'm running with the Necrozma Cairo team, and my opponent here is running with the Zacian and Groudon team. So yeah, let's go. But I gotta say, but this one actually was really fun to record because again, it's something that I've always wanted to mess with, but I couldn't figure out. I couldn't do it. But yeah, as you can see the layout, it looks really good. I don't know why Nintendo made it so hard to actually use feature, but thankfully it is a thing that could be done, that could be used. So that's pretty awesome. I actually here for the lead. I did lead with the Necrozma and Cinderace, and my opponent here led with the Groudon and Rillaboom. As far as speed tiers, I believe Groudon is the faster Pokemon here for both of them. And again, the layout is really cool. So for the viewers who are spectating this, so what happens here is that you see the health points, the actual numbers. The players can't see the actual health points, just the health bar. And according to the bottom right there, it says how many turns you have for this or this. So in this case, 5 turns for terrain, 5 turns for drought. So that's actually it's pretty awesome. And again, and I do apologize for the dim lighting here. We did obviously to spectator mode, you need a third switch, and if no one's on it, then it kind of does dim a little bit. Now, thankfully, this will not be forever. I mean, I do catch this eventually. I don't know at what mark I catch it, because again, this dim light is not doing this video any favors. But so keep in mind that if you yourself will do spectator mode, if there's no one watching the console that actually is spectating, this could happen. Like you may have a dim light situation here. But yeah, unfortunately, so I did catch it eventually because I was just messing with screens that like you do see it all eventually. But of course, I was busy focusing on my game at this time. So yeah, so again, for the future, this is something to consider while spectating. Okay, so awesome. So eventually, I did realize my mistake about that, and yeah, and cool. So in case you missed it, I did trick movement. So I'm going straight for a match quick. I'm probably targeting the Zacian to just knock it out. He did, gone. And I gotta say, and also got quit, but I'm pretty sure that wouldn't have mattered. I want to say Zacian would have knocked it out in one shot. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure I would have been okay with that. And he goes to Power Shot. I mean, obviously Power Shot is a way for me to just pivot out the Cinderace, lower the stat of the Pokemon, so later on you can come in and use Intimidate again to lower the attack stack even further, if the Pokemon is still there, of course. So here I go for my Lapras. I mean, it is weird for me to bring both Lapras and Necrozma, just so my Necrozma can Dynamax, and Lapras is kind of just there. But I did want the option to max either or. And still here, my policy did prop. So now my Necrozma is at +2, which is actually really good. But yeah, and yeah, with that said, the Rillaboom comes back in. I don't think it'll do much aside from possibly gliding into my Lapras. But yeah, but we'll see what this does. Now again, my opponent does have an interesting. Like instead of Cinderace, you'll usually see a Charizard, because that's usually the combo that you see with Groudon. Groudon Charizard is it is currently making its rounds right now online. So so there's that. Also, just as a heads up, when Spectator mode only works if you're playing locally, basically meaning the same room. I mean, I guess technically you don't have to be in the same room, same house, or just in the same area, but you know what I mean. Unfortunately, Spectator mode cannot be done online. It has to be locally. So just a heads up, and I do apologize. I'm not really commentating on this match since it is post commentary. So again, I'm sorry about that. I'm just more highlighting the feature of Spectator mode. So yeah, so if you see right there, my Necrozma did take out the Rillaboom, so he is done. And I gotta say, so in this game one, I'm actually like right now at a huge advantage because of the fact that Necrozma is there. I'm pretty sure at this point, Groudon is probably a -3 attack if I remember correctly. So yeah, so again, so Groudon is probably not doing too much damage towards me, so it's not really much of a threat to work with. And as you see here, I haven't had a single opponent faint yet to this, and my opponent has 2. So again, for them, no more switch-ins. So at this point, they're all forced to basically Dynamax. So there's that. And so we'll see what they go for. Draft. Probably because the Groudon has reduced attack stats, it's probably not the best idea to do that. However, Trick Room is still up, so as far as speed, I'm still the fastest Pokemon. I'm still Necrozma, not me. And it actually does not one-shot the Dragapult, even at a +2 attack. And right now, I'm going for Flip. It doesn't knock out the Groudon either. I'm okay, and my item for the is Sugar Berry, which does allow it to live the blades, which of course if it wasn't even there, it wouldn't have lived. I believe at this point in the game, I was already a +2 special defense, which is why Max Flare didn't do much even under Sun, which to me is just crazy. I gotta say, Necrozma is just a bulky Pokemon, and on top of that, also having Prism Armor as the ability, woo, that's just a lot. But yeah, as far as the advantage is still in my favor. You know, right now being game 1, I mean, again, 2 knockouts, and once again there is a dim lighting on this switch. Wow, that wasn't even a lot of time. Like this literally the same game, and the switch is already kind of like already dimming the light, which again, that was my fault. I didn't expect this to happen because of the fact that, well, I kind of thought it was just spectate, but again, it is something for myself, for the future, because again, I don't want to keep showing a dim light match on this. And again, it does suck while commentating, while editing, that there is a dim light problem. And I'm sorry about that. As you saw right there, Necrozma did knock out the Dragapult, which is awesome. And again, and the Necrozma is still up. It is still up. It has not. Thank you, past me, for moving, for hitting a button on the switch for the light. Wow, I gotta say, so the dim light, wow, it happens kind of fast. So that's kind of fortunate. So yeah, so again, with 3 knockouts, the only Pokemon live right now is the Groudon. Under Rain, I have Kyogre. Yeah, pretty much a done deal. Now right here, the ground does show up a Pasha berry, which is interesting, but unfortunately, that is not enough for to solve a full power water spout with rain up. So yeah, so that there you go. That was actually just game 1 at this point in time. Now we are playing a full match. Now again, while you're spectating, so in between games, when the players are trying to connect back, as a spectator mode, this right here is all you see. Like, yeah, so you get no, as far as as far as interactions with players, yeah, you don't get that from your side of the screen if you're the one spectating, of course. So at this point, both players will myself and my opponent will get back in. We'll get back in and we'll continue right now on game 2. Right now, as far as that game, yeah, of course, Necrozma, Trick Room, yeah, like that was 100% a full Necrozma team, because it's just Necrozma, Trick Room, also with Incineroar to lower the stats of Groudon. Of course, Groudon, it kind of made it just like a non-threat, honestly, to my team. So yeah, so I'm pretty sure my opponent will see that now, that Necrozma is going to be a big problem going into game 2, because yeah, it can't take that, because again, it did one-shot Zacian under Trick Room, because we all know Zacian is Zacian, I don't know how it's pronounced. It is a fast Pokemon, but sometimes it can't take a hit. Sure, it's Steel type, which, you know, you would think Steel types will be a little bulkier, but Zacian, yeah, just couldn't take a Max Quake off of Necrozma, and I can't recall if it's already a +2 attack at that point. But even so, I want to say even a neutral attack from Necrozma should have been enough to just knock it out. So yeah, so you see right there. Right now we're going right now to game 2, and again, this is mostly a test to test out Spectator mode, because it is something that I wanna mess with later on, because I think it's an awesome feature. Cinderace comes out as a lead. All right, so now they're going for a new approach. I myself also did go for a new approach by leading the Lapras, because I thought, you know what, maybe this game, maybe I'll max the Lapras instead of Necrozma. And again, we are playing right now under VGC Series 12 rules. So obviously on the top corners, you see all 6 Pokemon displayed. However, only 4 are brought in to the game. And again, as a spectator, you don't know which 4 are brought in unless the players themselves bring them in the game themselves. So right now, you only see Lapras and Incineroar light up on my side, and on the opponent's side, you see Cinderace and Drapple light up. Obviously, when they switch out, their sprite still remains light up. So as a spectator, you know what they have in the back. So there goes. So there go right there, a Gmax Lapras, which I'll be honest, I haven't really seen in a while. It is my favorite Gmax of the game. Ooh, I forgot the para. Cinderace flinch, I get parried. Wow. Yeah, so that was a lucky para from the Dragapult, because it paralyzed me, and obviously it full parried me for the turn. So for me, that's a wasted max turn. Which, again, if you play Pokemon, that's the bummer. Realizing that you wasted a max turn just to get parried or something like that. So yeah, so in my case, that was very unfortunate, that para. I was probably going for a Gmax Resonance on Drapple just so I can set up screens. Since if you know my team is very hyper defensive. Like I try to make it as bulky as possible, but also bring the offensive pressure as well. So at this point, I decided to just switch out for the Necrozma. And right now, my opponent is going out right now to max. I believe maxing the Cinderace, if I recall correctly. Yes, it is a Gmax Cinderace. So yeah, so there's that. Now, of course, Cinderace is a very offensive Pokemon. So obviously, if I don't deal with it, yeah, it's going me through. And I gotta say that Thunderbolt is doing a lot of damage towards Lapras. So right here we see now the Max Knuckle. I gotta say my opponent really doesn't like the the Lapras. All of its attacks have been towards Lapras, even in Gmax. Like wow, and it's still surviving. So there goes the Resonance. This should knock out Dragapult in one shot. Yes, it does. So okay, so it is good that Lapras has survived all those attacks and still, even with Para, it still managed to get a knockout. So that's pretty awesome. Yeah. So and right now my opponent right now is deciding what to switch in to replace the Dragapult. Let's see what they go for. So for at the time of the recording, I played this game the day before or the morning before. I can't recall when it was recorded. But again, we actually recorded this game, so I get to test it out. So we know, all right, cool, it works. But again, I couldn't give live commentary at that time. But there's something that I want to show off. That all right, cool. Even for a cat, because for a long time I thought the Spectator mode was only for live Pokemon official events. I thought that's the only time that you see it. But now I know that you may actually use it casually on a local level. So that's pretty awesome. So right here, I decided to switch out Lapras because I want to conserve for later, and I really did believe that bringing in Cinderace now will be helpful. Seeing how they brought in the Groudon, which obviously put up drought, and obviously this will do to me a lot of damage. And wow, that still did to me over half. Even with screens, intimidate, it's a lot of damage, and it goes out next to the blades, which wow, and a Cosma just barely took that, And again, that's because of the intimidate, of screens. Just a lot of things happen there, just for the Cosma to survive. Now again, it is fortunate that the opponent here did double target on the Necrozma, like they did with Lapras, just double targeting it. And right here, what I was concerned about is my Necrozma being low in health, which sucks because ideally you want to be not low in health. And also right here, what's nice about Spectator mode is that on the bottom corners you actually see both people's player timers, which if you don't know how time rules work, if you run out of your own player timer, you essentially lose the game. So it's not really a way that you can stall. Also for this game, I should point out the battle timer is actually turned off, which means that there's no such thing as a timer stalling in this match. So you can't timer stall. I mean, yes, you may still run out of time per your own player timer, but you can't stall out the match, if that makes sense. So yeah, so that's something that you may turn off, which I like a lot, especially singles, because in singles the timer just sucks. Let's be honest. If you play singles, yeah, the battle timer just sucks. So if you have the means to play this game locally with friends, that's something that y'all could turn off while playing Spectator, which is awesome. So right here it says to go for the Kyogre. If I recall, my Kyogre here is Choice Scarfed, and I'm actually right now under Trick Room, which I kind of just messed myself up there, because obviously with Trick Room, that will mean that my Kyogre is the slowest Pokemon on the field, which, and also being choice, is like, well, I have to pick the right move for it to go. So right here, Cinderace does go for protect. I don't know why. I mean, I wonder that. Now, unfortunately, with Cinderace, I did fake out the Cinderace, and we go for Rock Slide, which it doesn't do a lot of damage here. Now, unfortunately, my Kyogre did flinch from the Rock Slide, which is unfortunate because that would have at least taken out the Groudon. Well, the Groudon is currently Pot Berry, but as we saw in the last game, it still knock it out. Now, it could survive a Max Geyser. I'm sorry. Not Max Geyser. It probably could survive if Groudon himself was Dynamax. If you see here, the Flare Blitz takes out Cinderace, which because, well, for one, it was normal type, so obviously it's not a move that it will resist. And right here we're seeing a Rock Slide, and again, my Kyogre flinches. Again, wow. I gotta say, Kyogre could have put in some work here. I mean, of course, the Rillaboom hard checks the Kyogre, so it most likely go down here because again, Kyogre is scarfed, so it can't really do anything except go for a move. Which, unfortunately, Kyogre has been on the field for 2 turns, hasn't gone for any move because it's been flinched both times with Rock Slide, which is unfortunate. And now, I think to realize here, my opponent didn't bring Zacian. I guess they didn't feel like it was necessary for his game 2. Now, of course, the Glide comes in and does take out the Kyogre. Right here, I'm going to Flare Blitz, which shouldn't matter because even though super effective, we are still under rain, which again I set up. So unfortunately, that didn't help me at all. And Rock Slide will just take me out. So yeah, so the whole trick room, bringing in Scarf Kyogre, that was on me. That was my fault. And because of that, game 2 goes to my opponent. So now we're sending out game 3 now. Now right here, what I'm thinking right now is that, so how can I change this? Because obviously I brought in Trick Room where I myself wasn't prepared for it. And again, that is my fault. That's something that I should consider going into game 3 to how to move forward from this. And for my opponent, well, let's be honest, my opponent got some luck there. I got full paired with the Gmax Lapras, 2 flinches of Kyogre, which, to be fair, in the end game, I'm not sure that would have mattered because obviously they brought in Rillaboom, which just knocks out Kyogre in one shot. So yeah, so there's that. So again, so there's a lot to consider, like for my final game 3 coming up shortly, and there it is. Okay, so same team. So from what I see here, I mean, they'll probably bring again Groudon here, just because I don't know. I guess the Groudon Rillaboom for sure coming in. Zacian might stay behind or might come forward. Who knows? I guess pretty soon. We'll see. We'll see in a minute. And let me pause real quick. Here we go. All right, game 3 coming up right now. Let's get it. This is for the whole match. Let's go. All right, so now they decide to lead with the Cinderace and Groudon lead. All right, so I actually decided to bring in the Indeedee, even though I know Blades is a spread move, hits both Pokemon. However, I thought that, you know what, Lapras, Necrozma, yeah, they took too much damage when I didn't want them to take that much damage. So, you know what, I thought, let me bring in some redirect support because, yeah, I kind of feel like that's needed for game 3 because I can't have my opponent keep doubling up on my really important Pokemon that I need for the game. So So yeah, I believe right here, I did click on Gmax Lapras Resonance, the Groudon. So right here, I decided to pivot out to the Incineroar to get an attack drop because I feel like I need it. Ooh, and Groudon retreats, and ooh, the Rilla. Oh, if I resonance the Groudon slot, ooh, that is very, very bad news from opponent. Cause remember, Rillaboom hard checks the Kyogre, and if he's gone, my Kyogre is safe. My Kyogre is safe. Which when you see, if I brought in the Kyogre, that means I left behind Necrozma. To be fair, Necrozma didn't do much in game 2, so that's probably why I decided to leave behind. Although as a player, it was my choices that I made for Necrozma, so it's not the fault of, it's not the fault of the Pokemon. It's the fault of the player. So if you get that. Okay, cool. So now both of us go for a Gmax. Ooh, cool. Let's go. It's gonna be a Game 3 Gmax battle. He does go for Knuckle. Will he target once again my Lapras? Yeah, just targeting again Lapras. I gotta say, my opponent just must hate Lapras so much. Always hitting it, even as Gmax. Just always hitting it. So I go Resonance onto the Rillaboom. Yep, that's just one shot it. That's just one shot it. Woo! Now my opponent must be thinking, oh no, if they brought in the Kyogre, I don't have much against it. Oh man, that is a very important knockout for me. That's very important. All right, so let's see now who they bring in this place. Okay, so the ground comes back in. I'm fine. I have screens up. I got Incineroar. I do feel like in game 1, I'm right now in a very command lead. Obviously not in stats buffs, but as far as knockouts, because obviously Rillaboom knocking out is very, very important for me, because that is a problem Pokemon for me in the Rillaboom. So yeah, so right now, where I'm right now, what do here? Going once again for a Max Knuckle. Ooh, that did a lot of damage. I believe I hear Cinderace was a neutral. Now it's at +1. So yeah. Oh, Roxla again. Oh, well, Incineroar dodges, and good for me. Gmax Pokemon cannot flinch. So right now I go Pawn Shot now, which to be fair, all it did was put Cinderace back into neutral attack. So yeah. So right now, in the back I have Indeedee, plus right now an unknown Pokemon. I'm guessing it's the Kyogre. But here comes again the Indeedee to reset the terrain, which at this point it probably shouldn't matter that much, but I did. So right now I'm going now Mass Geyser into the Groudon. I believe this should take it out, but we should see because of the Pasha Bear. Wow, not even close. Not even close. Yeah, I guess under Sun and to be fair, Lapras isn't really the most offensive Pokemon out there. So yeah, so Groudon just took it took it like a champ. And from what I see, that wasn't really a third damage. So, but then again, Sun is gone and Rain is up. So I'm pretty sure the next shot should take out the Groudon. And from there we're good. Right here, I believe the move I do is just follow me, and I probably go again a Geyser into the Groudon. I believe that was my move. Since I have nothing to worry about. I mean, again, the Rillaboom is gone, which is actually huge for me, because that was actually the Pokemon. Oh, you know what? Actually, never mind. I go with Mass Guard, which protects my Lapras and also denies Cinderace and attack boost. And whoo, man, that Indeedee put in work. that indeed he put in work, almost knocking out both Pokemon. So right now we see a Rock Slide right now, which didn't do that much to Indeedee. And now both our Gmax turns have ended. I got one knockout. They have any. However, Cinderace going for Knuckles did prevent its stats from actually going down. So yeah, I gotta say for Game 3, this has been very good to watch so far. I mean, even though I did participate in the Game 3, but again, it's been a while because this is post commentary, and I do hope that I can actually record live commentary on this because that would be awesome to do. But again, this is mostly a video to test out Spectator mode, which so far I'm loving it. I do like the fact that it works just great. It is awesome to know this. And yeah, so right now, so we'll see what I do. So at this point, I decided to go for Follow Me with Indeedee. And here comes Cinderace with the high jump kick, which connects, which does knock out my Indeedee. So for me, no more reaction. Here goes another Rock Slide. Will that cause me to flinch? Actually, it doesn't matter. It just takes me out completely. It took me out. Yeah. So right now in the back, I have Incineroar plus an unknown. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be the Kyogre that I come in. Now, obviously, in this game, I didn't bring out at all my Ferrothorn because I mean I'm going against a Sun team. I mean, like, why would I bring Ferrothorn in? It's like it's just asking to die. Like, let's be honest. But right now, like, oh, cool. So this 3 Pokemon in the red plus my full Kyogre, which obviously on my point I do feel good, but my opponent still has a 4th in the back that we do not know yet. So there's that. So let's see. Oh, actually, if I remember correctly, yeah. Yes. You saw it right. I went for a fake out when my own terrain was up. I totally missed that part completely. But I mean, again, it doesn't matter. Kyogre just knocks out both anyway. So yeah. So right now is my opponent's last Pokemon will be Zacian. Oh, actually, it was the Dragapult. It was the Dragapult that comes in. Okay then. Now, unfortunately, that was my phone. Now, unfortunately, since my Kyogre is scarfed, I'm actually locked into Water Spout, which in hindsight that was a bad move. I should have gone Origin Pulse instead, but instead I locked in to Water Spout, which as you see right here, I took almost half health damage. So Water Spout comes in, and it will not do that much damage. Even under rain, and Dragon Pole can resist because of Dragon typing. Now comes the Flare Blitz, which again, Dragon resists under rain, less damage. So yeah, hitting Water Spout on my part was not the best idea, and plus I lost rain, which is unfortunate for me because that means the spout will do less damage now. So yeah, that's very unfortunate. So again, me hitting the spout is very bad. And right here, if you're wondering, well, how's Dragon Pole outspeeding me? Well, turns out Dragon Pole is also Choice Scarf. You saw that? Wow, that was not a lot of damage at all. So once again, right here, I go for Flip Bits. 7 health. 7 health. And, well, if you see the scenario, since Dragon Pole is Scarfed, Dragon Pole can knock out one Pokemon. And then the other one will take it out. That's the scenario. So at this point in the game, I do have it locked in. I mean, yeah, I have it locked in because, like, what do you do? Take out a Incineroar, Spout from Kyogre, which to be fair, a Spout Kyogre could survive maybe, but they decided to go against the Kyogre. And once again, I do apologize for the dim lighting. I can't always watch the screen as I'm playing the game myself. But you saw right there, Flibberts does take out the Dragon Pulse for the win, and recall damage. What? Like what took? It took what? No damage, like basically. So yeah, so there was a Spectator mode. Again, the dim lighting does kind of like suck. So that's something that I should watch out for. I believe there's somewhere in the options that you may turn that off. So that's something that I'm gonna have to look into myself. So yeah, so maybe later I'll show off how to get Spectator mode up and running. Again, let me clarify that this is only for local switches. This, to my knowledge, this doesn't work online, which is unfortunate. But in local room, if you're hosting like a local tournament, give or take, hey, you know what? That third switch can just come in, pop in, and spectate for the whole room, which actually is pretty awesome, pretty legit. All right, guys. Till next time. Peace.